morning everyone, this is Angie with Angie's Crafting with Diamonds. Today I'm going to be doing a short WIP and chat and show you the progress I'm making on Bubble Flower from Diamond Painting Deutschland. This is the Josephine Wall kit that I was working on for the event. So I'm going to adjust everything, so I put the camera in the holder and get my goodies out. See you in a minute. Hi. So I've gone ahead and taped off my section, and I just wanted to say welcome. If you've never been here before, I'm glad you're here checking it out. I have a full playlist for the Josephine Wall and the event where I'm working on this kit and talking about things that happened during the event. If you want to check that out, I'll throw it below. And welcome back. I totally appreciate you. I'm so glad you're here. It's been a slow diamond painting summer. A slow YouTube summer for me, but my life has been anything but. So, yeah, anyway. And I'm having my coffee in my dog cup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off the plastic for this section using a packing knife. I don't have a craft knife. I just use a packing knife because I've always just had this knife for ages and ages and ages, and I'm just used to it. So, yeah. And I'm kind of on a no-buy for things at the moment for multiple reasons. One is my stash is too big, and the other is, well, if you listened to my open chat last week, I don't have a job at the moment, so I have to be careful with money. Yeah, that's a good excuse to not buy anything for a little while. I think it's a good reason not to. So we'll see. I will have some unboxings of things that are coming up. I'm not sure why this little piece is sticking. Oh, there's the edge. There it is. That's funny. It doesn't usually happen. Staticky. It's funny when you cut off this paper, it's always staticky. The plastic, I mean. And it doesn't matter who it is, where the kit's from, they're always staticky. So today, I am going to be putting in the crystals into this section. As you can see over here, I have put crystals throughout her dress, and I'm going to be doing that first, and then I'm going to be finishing the bottom, which looks like her neck here, and working on this. I won't get this done during during the WIP and chat because the confetti is pretty heavy. But I do have, and if you haven't seen it before, this is my crystals that I've been using on this kit, as well as I have my quads in here. So I'm going to pull those out. I also like to use my mini trays, unless I'm multi-placing. Then I can have out a few colors at a time. These are just little trays that have come in various kits, as well as some old Dreamer Design little mini trays. And they work perfectly for this purpose. I also have my Crafted Makes pens, and this is my newest pen. This one is my Butterfly Sparkle pen. I opened it last month. I just love it, but I will probably mostly use this Crafted Makes pen because it has a 3-placer on it. So yeah, and my pens have glue dots in one end and putty in the other, because that's how I like what I like. So the next thing I need to do is get out my, well, let's do the crystals first, because then I don't have to get out my big trays of colors for now. And like I said, I haven't worked on this in a while. Yeah, I have to remember what I was doing. I lost the piece of paper that I had, that bright pink piece of paper you guys probably saw in lots of my videos. And if you haven't, you can go and see them in my videos. It says what I was doing where. Interesting. What did I do with it? My room is quite a mess up here. So I'm actually upstairs in my house this morning before it gets hot. What I thought I would do is I would lay out this kit and I would leave it here on the table set up. So if I get up early, like I do sometimes, then I could just come and work on it for an hour. And if I didn't finish the square, I could just leave it out, right? Because there's no dogs in here, there's nothing. But what it does do is get very warm, and it's already warming up. I think it's like, I don't know, it's 8 o'clock now. I don't remember. And it doesn't matter. It's just when it gets too warm, I don't have any fans or anything up here. They're all moved downstairs for the last bit of summer. And if you don't already know, I am in Canada. Our kids do not go back to school until after Labor Day, which I think is what, the 7th or something like that. So for us here, we consider August part of summer holidays. So everyone is still in vacation mode and out and about with their kids and families, and grandkids and all the rest. So I do sort of remember what I was doing. I was putting these clear frosted ABs in the lightest drilled DMC codes, which I have memorized now. And yeah, so I'm just going to do that. And I don't replace everything, but I'm going to put them in for where I know there's lighter drill colors. And it looks like I need some more putty in my pen, so I'll do that. So it's weird. My husband's at work, kids in bed, but I don't have anywhere to go. And yeah, but you know, okay, so I'm going to start again. So last week I did a, there, that should be better. I did a unboxing and kitting up on Paint Gem and talked about my vacation. Well, when I got out into my vacation, I didn't end up working on my Paint Gem. I did work on Summer, an Alphonse Mucha kit from Diamond Painting Shop, and I finished it yesterday. So I will do a post review on that and get it out to you guys. It turned out really well. I'm quite happy with the results. Yeah, so, and today I'm just back working on this. I think I mentioned I haven't worked on this since May. Yeah. Well, the event ended May 31st, and so maybe I did work on it a little bit into June, but it feels like such a long time ago. It feels like a gazillion years ago. It really, really does. It feels like so much has happened in my life that it feels like a year. Like it just, I don't know, it just does. So anyway, and if you want to know all about that, you can listen to some other WIP and chats, because I don't want to be dull and depressing talking about people passing away in my life, but that is essentially what I have been dealing with since April, in the middle of the Josephine Wall event. And more recently, which I don't mind talking about, is my job. Well, was my job. But good things have also happened since then. I'm getting the break that I need. I came out of that and I was burning out so badly that when I did the Venice kit, I don't really remember working on that kit. I know I did, because I did it really fast. I did it in like 2 weeks or less. But I don't remember working on it, which means that I was really, really burnt out, really, really exhausted, and all those things. But the fact that I can look back and recognize that means that I'm on the road to feeling a little bit better. You might even be able to hear it. It is upsetting to lose one's job, but it is also a bit of a relief because it was toxic. And I look back on it, it was. And it wasn't me that made it that way. So I'm just going to put in some of these light pinks and some pink spots that I know are pinks. And yeah, it should just keep it blending because I can see this one's in here. I also see some greens, but there's no greens here. I might put in one or two of the light green ones. We'll just see. So yeah, I am thinking I am starting to feel a little bit better. And as luck would have it, it is luck. I got paid out my full vacation pay. So I am now looking at an actual vacation that where, you know, you go on an airplane and you like really go on like a real vacation. I haven't done that kind of vacation in a really, really long time. And my husband has a week off in August. So stay tuned to find out where we're going to go. And looking at how we could afford one of our bucket list type trips. You know, what can we do and manage? And I may regret it later, but I don't think so. Because I've been in and out of so many jobs in the last, since the COVID thing, that it's almost like my normal. So I'm thinking of it in a different way, and I'm saying, okay, maybe I just need a holiday before I get another job, because sitting at home is not a holiday. You just really think about getting a job. It's not truly relaxing in the same way that it would be if you were on vacation. So that's what I'm thinking of doing. I think I'm going to leave those out for a minute, and I'm going to get some more pinks. Let's see. I know that the logical Angie would be saying, save your money, don't go away. But guess what? I did that for the last 3 years. I've had 6 jobs in the last 3 years. I could just puke. So the answer to that is a little different than it would normally be. And yeah, I'm just going to put a couple of these in, more pinks. I have no real plan for these. I'm just spreading them out. I'm thinking it'll look good to just do that, to keep in the same sort of flavor. So this is moving from cool colors into warm colors. And you see that? It's moving down here. So there'll be some blues and greens down here, but this is warm because her neck is these warm orangey pinky colors. So I don't want to bling up her skin. So yeah, I'm just thinking through that. And I'm also toying with the idea of not even bothering to look for a full-time job. And that doesn't mean retire. I wish it did. I can't. I'm way too young to retire. My life isn't planned out for that. It's way too soon. So what I'm thinking though is that I might start looking at contract jobs instead. So then I would have a 1-year contract and then just take a break and then find another contract. Here in Canada, our maternity leave and paternity leave combined is now 18 months. So that means there are people that go on maternity leave for 1.5 years and you have to hold their job for them. So to me, that means there should be some jobs out there covering maternity leaves in my field, in finance. So that is what I'm thinking. I mean, we all want stability, but it doesn't seem that any of the full-time jobs have given me stability. So maybe I should do planned instability, which gives me, in fact, stability and control because I know what's happening and not going to get some rude surprise after I worked my buns off. You know? So do I need another color in there? Maybe a hot pink one. No, that's not it. Which one is that? This dark one here. Which one is it? Just need a couple of them. Is it these? I think it's these 153s, which are supposed to be pink but don't really look very pink. Yeah, it's these. Yeah, those are matching these. So after the video, I'll have to make notes. That, or, you know, I could go back and watch my own video to see what colors I put in. So that'll just blend it in a little bit. Of course, nothing here is matching any particular symbol. I'm just making it work. I think it'll be fine because it's a mishmash anyway. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if I already know that the job isn't going to last, then my headset will be different. My mindset might be different too. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to just keep that idea out there and alive. And see where it takes me. So, yeah. So in the spirit of things, I've already done the kitting up for my next project, which is going to be, it's a sunflower one by Diamond Art Club. I'll throw a little picture of it up here. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember the artist's name. See, this is how bad that is. But I'll put it on the screen. It's chickadees and the sun and some sunflowers, and I think I'm going to put it in for the Paws and Claws event if I'm not too late for the month. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to diligently work on Bubble Flower. And I already have another kit up called Together We Are Magic. And I am going to start planning out what crystals I'm going to do for that. And I think I'm going to stop with the crystals here and just put these away. Now, which color was that? Because I was so busy talking, I did not. It's a light pink one. It's probably 209. Is it 209? Nope. Which one is that? It's not the yellow. Well, I'll just put it over to the side for now and I'll figure it out. And I'll just maybe use them up down here when I go into the next section. Not a big deal. So there's that. So I'm going to get out my tray. I'm going to work on the bottom there. And it's starting to warm up in here, so I don't know how long. There's my purple tray and the orange and yellow tray. So if you've never seen this before, this is how I kit up my 220 T5 color kit. Have boxes organized by color and then by symbol within it. And here's the purple tray. And it works really well for me. And then I've added in about 50 colors of crystals. So, you know, getting around 275 colors. And the blinging up always makes it take longer. And I just can't find my stands. I'm really disorganized. I have stuff downstairs, upstairs. I've ripped rooms apart because at the end of June, right before this big layoff happened, these are the stands I use. They came with my Art Dot light pad. Yeah. So I just stand it up in here like this. I don't know if you can see it, and it just stands it up like that. And then I can see, and I'm not hurting my neck. So, yeah. But, you know, if you weren't here before, I just wanted to say, hey, about my job loss was not just me. They eliminated my entire finance team. Okay? And the only one that didn't get let go is my junior bookkeeper, payroll person, because she gave notice and is already moving out of country. She's moving to Australia. So they kept her because she'd already given her notice so she could run payroll for a bit. So they are outsourcing the entire team. And yeah, the good news, what happened this week is I had a team of, well, two of my two senior accountants. They both got jobs this week, you guys. And that just made me feel so good. And they both got jobs at the same company again. Now, they called to do a reference check. And the lady said, oh, well, I've had a couple of people from your company apply for this job. And I said, oh, yeah, that's my team. And this is what happened and blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, yeah, well, I'm calling about so-and-so. And I said, oh, that's fine. Well, they're both really good candidates. They're just different. And they work really well together. So, you know, I didn't want to say anybody was better than anybody else because they're both better in different ways and they sort of offset each other's strengths, right? That's why a team is good to have because they offset each other and complement each other. And anyway, so sure enough, I get a second phone call that says, hey, it's so-and-so from so-and-so. I now want to do a reference check on so-and-so, the second candidate, because we've extended him an offer. And I was just like, wow, that is so cool. So bad things happen, but good things come out of it, you know? So hopefully the universe smiles down on me eventually, and I get lucky with that too. And I hope that they are both really happy there. I mean, they asked me to send in my resume because they talked to me twice, but I don't know if it would be a job for me or not. I haven't even updated my resume yet, you guys. Wow, are my fingernails ever chewed up? Just don't look. So we were out last week on the islands and everything is just, ugh. Ooh, I just had a shower too, so it just looks horrible. Oh my gosh. Don't look. I'm gonna roll my fingers in. Yeah, I just didn't realize how bad it was. Yeah, so I'll put that on my list. So what I've done to help myself and make myself feel productive, because when I'm not working, I feel like I have no purpose and I get kind of lost, is I set up a list of all the things that I hadn't gotten done in the last 6 months. Because guys, I was only there from October to July. But everything in my life seemed to go on hold except YouTube and diamond painting because I was trying to manage my stress. So, I mean, yeah, I got some things done, but my list of things that I do for my family had grown significantly. And when I sat down and I've done some, like I've done a huge, huge chunk off my list already. I'm thinking to myself, it took me 2 solid days just to do the things on my list. I can't believe how many things were on that list. And it's not house cleaning. That's not even on the list yet. That's a different list. This is like setting up bank accounts for my son. He's special needs. He needs help with that. It's other banking things and switching things around. It's Canada revenue stuff, like the US is IRS, we have Canada revenue, and it's just all this laundry list of things, including like everything that went off. I guess really what it is everything went off the rails when my grandma passed away at the end of April. Like was supposed to go for blood tests that I didn't go for, and I went and did that. I need to go book a new dentist now that I still have medical coverage while I am on severance. So I am going to go and use that because I have not been to the dentist since, I don't know. Oops, why am I using this tray? Oh yeah, this one will work. This has got a lot of colors. So yeah, I need to do that while I have coverage because screw them. I'm going to go use my coverage while I can, right? And so I'm going to go do that. And I've just got so much to do. And it doesn't even involve any of the regular chores that aren't getting done. So there's that. And in the meantime, I'm also trying to relax and remembering I don't need to do everything in one day. But at the same time, it kind of gets to a point where it's like, okay, if I got a job and I started working next week, what are the things that I would like to have had done that aren't done? Like some of the main things that will reduce my stress. Because changing jobs is extremely stressful. It just is. If I did a stress, I don't know, when was it? 15 years ago? I did like this questionnaire that said, how stressed are you? Let's find out. Excuse me. And it's all the major life changes that create stress. Buying and selling a house, having a baby, a death in the family, moving, starting a new job, a serious health condition, getting married, getting divorced. So if I added those all up, it's no wonder I was stressed. No, not even of my own doing, just the situation I was in. That was a bad placement. Oh well, it'll get straight when everything else goes around it. So anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I am actually, think I'm feeling a bit better. Going away again this weekend with my husband. We're going to get out of here. Just him and me and no dogs. Leaving all the dogs home. And we're just going to go overnight somewhere and get out of town. That's the plan because it's the BC Day long weekend. I live in British Columbia in Canada, like I said, and it's a statutory holiday on Monday. Anyway, so that is what's happening. So I am recording this on Thursday and I'll put it out before I go. I do also have a walkabout with my dog, which I will be putting out where I was last week on Gambier Island. And yeah, it's really cute. She's just, we're walking through the woods and that kind of thing, and you can kind of see the forest where I am. And yeah, it's kind of cool. think it's neat to make a video log of that, as I'll have that forever. And it's kind of special to me, because when will I be exactly in the same place at exactly that same time ever again? So that's cool. And so I'll put that out, so you watch for that. And yeah, that's kind of where things are right now. Kind of on hold. I am hoping to give myself the month of August off and then start job looking in September. My husband is off the 3rd week of August. It's like 17th to the 27th or something like that. And of course, I had booked that time off too. So I'm saying to myself, well, where can we go for that week? And what can we do? Because we always do, almost always do vacations staying within our province. So we might go somewhere different, like I was saying. That's another one. Another orange symbol would be a bit rusty on finding things. These triangles is a good one. There's not very many of those, is there? That's interesting. But I see one down here already. You know, I don't even know if my glue dot is primed. I guess it's okay. Doesn't feel very sticky. Probably need to replace it. So yeah, that's what's happening. Are you going on any holidays this summer, or did you go on holidays this summer? If so, let me know all the W's, the when, why, and how. And did you have a good time? I seriously hope that you did. We need to make the most of our summers because it's going to quickly come to an end. I guess for me, going overseas, and I'm pretty sure the kids are still out over there too, for the most part. So we'll be prepared for that. Areas I've been looking at, it says, oh yeah, great family, busy family month here in such and such. Oh boy. And that's fine. We're not going to the kiddie parks anyways. So that works for me. So let's see here what's left. I think that's it for that symbol. So we are cooking along here. See if I can find that slash. It's got a bit of multi-placing in it. It's much easier to do that than trying to hunt for symbols while you're talking. So let's see here. Ooh, a 5-placer. All the way across. Boom. And another one. Exciting times. Oh, I know one thing I wanted to update everybody on. Last week I mentioned I was taking my dog to the vet, and yeah, so she had a recheck, and the cough syrup seems to be helping her. She has congestive heart failure in her left mitral vein, no, valve. I don't know. I don't know all the body parts for that. I'm not a biologist or a veterinarian. Anyways, it's the left side of her heart is not functioning properly. It hasn't for some time now. So he gave her some cough syrup and it seems to be helping. She also had an ear infection and she is feeling much better now. The groomer told us that it wasn't an infection. She thought it was allergies. But, you know, he said he thought it was an infection and now it looks 1,000 times better. So Now I feel sort of bad that I didn't take her sooner for that, because I was just cleaning out her ear with ear wash, which probably helped, but it didn't really get it, you know, the infection actually gone, just cleaned up, you know, sort of the mess of it. But it wasn't pussy, it was just this dark, dark wax that smelt. And if you know what I mean, if you've had a dog with smelly ears, she's had smelly ears. Anyway, so it's all fixed up now. And he's given me extra drops and he's told me to put them in every other day. So it's probably like a combination of allergies and that turned into an ear infection or whatever. So, but I'm happy that I have, look at that, isn't that miserable? Why are those down there? That is annoying, is what that is. I don't even remember which color that was. Fantastic, we'll put it over here. I'll go back on the video and just see which symbol that was. Now I'm gonna do these coffee cups. They look like coffee travel mugs. To-go cups. And yeah. So I'm happy about that because she was last night actually like really alert and getting around. So that made me happy. Made me quite happy that was the case. We're really sticking in this tray. I don't know why. Maybe we'll just switch trays. Super annoying. I don't think they're staticky. So the next symbol is this little puzzle piece. It's an easy one to see. There's a dog hair, because that's always what we all need, is a dog hair and everything. Dog hairs from Heidi. Yeah. Feels good to work on this kit. I haven't worked on it for so long, but it's starting to heat up in here now. The sun is around on the side of my house, and I don't have air conditioning. I have a portable air conditioner, but it doesn't do any good in this room because this room is facing east with the sunrise. So, let's see. I think that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you for being here. And if you haven't been here before and you enjoyed my channel, please like and subscribe on your way out. And we'll see you again next week and see you again soon. Thank you very much for being here. Bye for now. This is Andy checking out. Bye.